Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, Dayton Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Making side adjustments here. Here's Sellers to throw. Pulls it in. It's Clark. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys. And that's exactly what that QB did on that angle route.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Sellers. The short hands. It's Hunt. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the move, it's Clark. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Throwing, Sellers. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, no! The defense takes matters into its own hands. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Coming out with it, it's Bennett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Sellers to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Clark. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Wants to adjust the pattern. Play fake, Sellers. Makes the grab, it's Hunt. Got the 1st down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Running inside, it's Clark. Maybe some room here. Inside the touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Running to daylight from inside his 25. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ready to fire from the pistol. Hands it off. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They go right back to it. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got a man. It's Robinson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed just stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He turns that loose down the right side.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Running to Green. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Knowles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Daniels. That's caught, it's Robinson. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. After the filthy move, he's got room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Here's what I think. Offense is about finesse. It's about shifts and motions. When you get to be in the goal line area and the field starts to shrink, you better be able to punch somebody in the mouth and get positive yards. Not trickeration, not flipping to a guy with speed out wide, not do something different. You better be physical at the point of attack, move guys out of the way, and run the football.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bennett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing, Sellers. That's caught. It's Clark. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air. It's Sellers. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. On the run, deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Sellers to the air again. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The run inside. It's Lopez. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Offense gets set for second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up the first down. Finding some room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
When your run game's working like this early in the game, man, it makes everything so easy. And after big runs like that, watch for this offense to come back and attack some play action down the field.
This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Carter. Breaks the tackle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking for a gap. It's McAllister. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the 1st half.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll stop him short of the 1st down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 13 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Trojans with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Running inside, it's Lopez. Powers through the defender. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Got his man.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Sports across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Just keeps slinging it. He wants to take the top off. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Sellers. That's caught. It's Bennett. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Sellers. grabbed over the middle. Oh, they knock it free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Seminoles. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Sellers. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Sellers. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Throws to the wideout. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. 4th down, Sellers. Here's a heat. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Off the play fake. Now adjusting. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Gamecocks. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Here's Sellers to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Sellers. Intercepted, number 19. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, no! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Finds his tight end. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Shoots it to the left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Booster, booster! Right, right! Check, check! Freeze, freeze! Look, look, look! Return, return! Go!
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Throwing Sellers. Here comes the heat. And as he throws, and it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open to try to make plays in the passing game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. With the catch, it's Hunt. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Quick release on the RPO. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's Sellers to throw. Slings it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Trying to take it back. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Looking long. Makes a deep grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And he's in. Touchdown, Florida State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red. There he goes. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down,
and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Gamecocks will have it first and 10. Sellers. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one's incomplete. They were